Hello and welcome to the history of Babylon 5. Today's episode we're going to be covering Shu'Toth, and here we go. Shu'Toth was a Narn diplomatic attaché and daughter of Counsellor Shu'Toth. Shu'Toth was an intelligent and cunning individual with a flair for witty replies. She has a sarcastic, if not sardonic, sense of humor, which she displays on many occasions. She has also displayed knowledge on many topics both relating to Narn and outside of it. In contrast to the more spiritual Shakar, Shu'Toth is very much the pragmatist. When asked by Shakar what her beliefs are, Shu'Toth comments that she believes only in herself. She recounts that her father was a follower of Jalan, while her mother didn't believe in much of anything. Shu'Toth's grandfather died after the Dilgar War in 2232 due to injuries inflicted by Jadur. She took a Kron card to exact revenge against her along with her family. In 2258, she was assigned as Ambassador Shakar's second attaché on Babylon 5, after his first aide, Shu'Toth, died in an airlock accident 1 week previous. Shu'Toth was sponsored by Counsellor Shu'Toth of the Fifth Circle. Shakar was initially skeptical of Shu'Toth due to a warning that a member of the Assassins Guild was going to be killing Shakar in the near future. Another Narn turned out to be the assassin, but Shu'Toth was able to prevent the assassin from killing Shakar. Unlike Shu'Toth, whom he originally seemed to despise immediately, Shakar quickly developed a liking for Shu'Toth, and she would stay a loyal aide for him. On one occasion, she helped him secure a shipment of Shaquan Inth from the Narn homeworld. When the plant was destroyed in a cargo accident, she stole the Centauri religious statue as revenge for Londo Mollari keeping his own Shaquan Inth from him. On another occasion, Shu'Toth was sent to escort and aid Counsellor Harak. Unbeknownst to her, he was to meet Jadur about her anti-agapic. Shu'Toth saw her in the passenger lounge first and immediately attacked her, after she explained herself to Jeffrey Sinclair. Shakar came to get her and Sinclair ordered her on house arrest. At Shakar's insistence, he would deal with it. Shakar brought Shu'Toth to his quarters and learned about the situation. Shu'Toth didn't like it but agreed to postpone her vengeance until Jadur's invention was in their hands. She wouldn't get the chance, however, as Jadur dismissed Shakar's offer and was later killed by the Borlons on the way to Earth. In 2259, she stood loyally beside him as they both prevented the local Narns from starting a major incident on the Babylon 5 station during the Narn Centauri War. She was present on Narn when it was bombarded by the Centauri Republic and was presumed to have been killed. In 2262, Londo Mollari and Shakar discovered that she was still alive and being kept in a cell under the Centauri Imperial Palace in an isolated, dirty, and exhausted state. Mollari speculated that it may have happened because of shifts within the government and the likelihood that Shu'Toth had simply been forgotten in the process. Even though he was the prime minister, Mollari was prohibited from releasing her. But he gave in to Shakar's demands and formulated a plan to help her escape. Mollari subsequently borrowed the dress of a noblewoman to disguise Shu'Toth. Wearing the dress and a black veil to cover her entire head and face, Shu'Toth remained silent while being escorted by Shakar and Mollari, who pretended to be drunk. The group made it out of the place to a ship to meet a Narn cruiser that would take Shu'Toth home. She then went back to Narn to heal in body and spirit. By 2269, Shu'Toth, now a famous personality, thanks largely to the widespread popularity of the Book of Shakar. She was living in a private palazzo in the new Narn capital, Maktok, where aside from tending to her gardens, she practiced her hobby of sculpting. When Shakar left Babylon 5 with Leda Alexander in 2262, he named the ship he purchased for his old attaché. Background information. The character of Shu'Toth was conceived by series creator and executive producer J. Michael Straczynski as a replacement for Shakar's original attaché, Shu'Toth. When Mary Warnova The actress playing Shu'Toth was unable to continue wearing the prosthetics and contact lenses necessary for the role. Susan Kellerman was initially cast to play Shu'Toth, though she never made it in front of the cameras as she suffered a bout of claustrophobia during her makeup test and walked off the show. In a panic, the shooting schedule was hastily rearranged, while executive producer Douglas Netter tried to secure a replacement. Casting director Mary Jo Slater eventually called in Catherine Brown on a very short notice to fill the role of Shu'Toth as a favor. Brown, having originally auditioned for the role of Delenn for the pilot, and Susan Ivanova for the series, would appear as Shu'Toth in 5 episodes throughout season 1. By the end of the season, though, Catherine Brown declined the option to reprise the role in season 2. In addition to the discomfort of the prosthetics the other actress experienced, she was concerned that the role and the necessity of hiding her face behind a mask would negatively impact her feature film career. She did, however, make a guest appearance in season 2's There All the Honor Lies as Guinevere Corey. Rather than killing her off and replacing Shu'Toth, as was done with Shu'Toth, the producers opted to recast the role with Mary Kay Adams, taking Catherine Brown's place. According to J. Michael Straczynski, Mary Kay Adams was very strong in her auditions. However, when it came to filming, she made a choice to play Shu'Toth very quiet, as not to push against Andreas Katsoulis' performance, which unfortunately pushed the character into the background, and after only 2 appearances in season 2, the character was quietly dropped. It wasn't until season 3's And a Rock Cried Out, No Hiding Place, that Shu'Toth was even mentioned again, in which her absence was explained by her being on the Narn homeworld during the Centauri invasion. Shu'Toth did finally reappear in season 5's A Tragedy of the Telepath, played again by Catherine Brown, who originated the role. Thank you for watching the history of Babylon 5. Special thanks to the Babylon Project for all information you heard today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.